Text 3. Making peanut sauce. One morning, Mrs. Kirimutu called her daughters and said, "We are having some guests for lunch today. I want to serve sanyuse, or peanut sauce, and I want you to help me plan and make it." The girls were very happy. They loved cooking and saw this as an opportunity for them to learn how to make this popular sauce properly. Sanyuse is a very delicate sauce and it is not easy to make it well. Right, girls? First, I must say that if you want to make the real sanyuse, you will have to follow every step of the process carefully. Remember, sanyuse means I am pleased, and to achieve that pleasure, we have to be exact. Nambogo and Nantume listened carefully to their mother. Let's look at the recipe and work out how much we need for 6 people. Mrs. Kirimutu wrote out the ingredients. 1 kilogram dry ground nuts, 5 to 8 medium onions, 5 to 8 large tomatoes, 3 to 5 teaspoonfuls of curry spices, 2.5 to 3 cups of water, 1 teaspoonful of salt. Before we start cooking, we have to prepare all the ingredients. The nuts must be pounded properly, and the onions and the tomatoes have to be sliced. Nambogo, you slice the tomatoes and the onions. Nantume, you can pound the nuts. Who will start the fire? I will make the fire, mother, said Nambogo. The 3 of them got on with their jobs, and then Nantume asked, "What do we do next, mother?" Miss Kirimutu said that before they continued, they had to discuss what they wanted to make. We have all eaten several varieties of peanut sauce before, so which one do you want to prepare for this occasion? Let's make that thick sauce that grandmother Bueda made when we had lunch at her home on New Year's Day, suggested Nambogo. "Oh, I know the one you were talking about," her mother said. "I am afraid we can't make that one this time. It takes too long." "We don't have enough time now, but we will make it another time. We will have to make a different one this time, but it will be just as delicious, I promise you." "How are we going to make it then?" asked Nambogo. "Well, first you put the pounded ground nuts in a pot with the sliced onions and tomatoes, and you add the curry spices, water, and salt. Then you stir the mixture and take the pot to the fireplace. The fire mustn't be too hot. Try to keep it below a medium heat and stir the mixture regularly. The mixture will gradually become thicker. When it starts boiling, reduce the fire, but keep stirring for about 20 to 30 minutes. Let the fire smolder and allow the sauce to simmer for about 15 to 25 minutes before you serve it. It is very important to keep the fire under control. If it gets too hot, the sauce will be spoiled." While Nambogo was stirring the sauce, Nantume asked, "Ma'am, will you please explain how to make the sauce that Grandma Bueda served us?" "That is a very traditional type of peanut sauce. It is usually only served on special occasions." To make it, you need the same ingredients as we used, but you cook it differently. Instead of using a cooking pot, you wrap the ingredients in a banana leaf and put it into a large pot with other food that has been wrapped in banana leaves for cooking. This is a way of steaming the food. The food doesn't need any attention while it is cooking. You don't need to worry about controlling the fire or even stirring, and the sauce is ready for serving at the same time as the rest of the meal. This method of steaming gives the sauce a delicate flavor, and it is more nutritious because the goodness of the sauce doesn't disappear in the steam as it does when the sauce is boiled. Mother, what other ways are there of making groundnut sauce? Asked Nantume. One other way is to roast the groundnuts before you pound them. Then you can choose any of the methods to cook it. This gives the sauce a roasted flavor, explained their mother. But whichever method you choose, girls, remember that preparing nut sauce is a slow process. It needs great care and patience and enough time, and it is worth the effort.